The Voice of Stockton. For more information on The Voice of Stockton, go to thevoiceofstockton.org.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, The Voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
What is up, Stockton, California, worldwide, the Central Valley? This is Chaz Day of Hella Deadass Entertainment with Rise and Shine 209, your favorite weekday morning show. Tune in Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. PST for entertainment that is right up your alley, featuring unsigned artists and small businesses from across the globe that share the grassroots local determination to grow. Do you see what I've done with those rhymes back there? So when you see me on live, I want you to comment, like, and share.
Life don't give you lemons. Life just give you seeds. You gotta cultivate and irrigate. Don't fear to shake the demons that appear to break your dreams and stay to irritate your needs. All these forms of communication got us disconnected as ever. No longer tuned into the station. All we hear is static when we try to listen better, but of heaven and hell, I've been known to rebel. I'm dapping up Jesus, knowing Satan as well. Life is a trip when you taking some trips, and life ain't a. She's a complicated pessimist. Closest thing we got that God's a woman, so I'm feminist. Reminisce or reminisce of past lives, the past time. But I just wanna sip my lemonade. Meditate on the moment. It's been a long time coming. I ain't got much else to say. I spent a long time running. But now I'm walking steady, ready for whatever gave me two choices. So I broke the lever. Ain't never been a fake, but I've always been a factor. Real as the bills I ain't never paid. And I ain't never been afraid to do what I want to do when I want to do it. All I ever wanted to do was make music, make music, make music. But I just want to sip my lemonade. And I just But I just want to sip my lemonade. From Stockton, California, to the whole world. I just wanna sip lemonade, bruh. We all got problems we going through. Don't let them bring you down, though. Put your lemonades up.
Something here, and we know just what it is. We see that there's no love and we're still kids. We're missing something here, and we know just what it is. We see that there's no love and we're still kids. Somebody please tell me, just what are we living for? People who have what they need, always trying to get some more. We only been here these years, all the pain. These people are crying for their lives like falling rain. We're missing something here, and we know just what it is. to our lives, left in a cloudy haze. Cause it ain't no love no more, nothing but hurt and pain. When will you open your eyes and see we're all the same? We're missing something here, and we know just what it is. We see that there's no love and we're still kids. We're missing something here, and we know just what it is. We see that there's no love and we're still kids. Am I supposed to cry all my life? Sell my soul down the yellow brick road? Could it be this was meant for me? We're missing something here, and we know just what it is. We see that there's no love and we're still kids. We're missing something here, and we know just what it is. We see that there's no love and we're still kids. We're still kids.
I walk in, you buy me 2 drinks. I get excited, baby, what did you think? You're looking good, girl, without a doubt. Maybe later we can make out. 2 more drinks, here comes my buzz. This must be lust, cause I know I ain't in love. Did I mention, baby, you're the best? Maybe later we can get undressed. Let's go to my ride, I got to get high. I kiss you gently while I rub on your thigh. Let's jam, baby, this place is dead. Maybe later we can jump in the bed. A real good buzz makes me horny as hell. You want it too, baby, I can tell. Tell me, baby, am I in for some love? Maybe later we can make love.
Now we're sitting Coca-Cola. That's what lovers do, but will I want you when I'm sober? You know how it gets when the sugar hits your body, racing through my mind like a brand new Maserati. Plastic cups on the nightstand. Now you're messing up my night plans. I don't wanna stay, I don't wanna go, I don't wanna, I don't wanna love it, I don't wanna fight it, I don't wanna. Will I see you tomorrow? But will you love me tomorrow? No, I'm tired of dripping over you. I don't wanna see it through. Even if I'm over you, I'm still tripping over you. And I don't wanna lose. Now we're sitting by the pool, sipping cherry Coca-Cola. That's what lovers do, but will I want you when I'm sober? You know how it gets when the sugar hits your body, racing through my mind like a brand new Maserati. Plastic cups on the nightstand. Now you're messing up my night plans. Plastic cups on the nightstand. Now you're messing up my night plans. Now we're sitting in our rooms, drinking rotten cherry cola, thinking about the times when we never let them own us. Yeah, we're all alone, but the feeling isn't over. We will never grow, 'cause our minds are never sober. Plastic cups on the nightstand. Now you're messing up my night plan. Plastic cups on the nightstand. Now you're messing up my night plan.
I'm a traveler with the sole purpose. Yeah, 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 yeah. Traveler, passing through. Come to spend my life and my time with you. Don't test me, and I won't test you. The higher I bless me, the higher I bless you. Traveler, coming to share all my love and my worry with you. Don't stress me, and I won't stress you. The higher I bless me, the higher I bless you. With your sole purpose, here on the planet of Job, where they test your loyalty and fight all through the globe. Matter of fact, they're mainly fighting over your soul. Insanely fighting over control. And penny pinching piranhas and shady snakes. None of my homies better come around here with them traits. I'm up midnight scrapping spiritual attachments, checks and balance on yourself so you don't get tapped in. I can't stand them energy vampires. Some of my closest friends are too close to the fire. I never been tempted to make the choice to choose to lose. You're confused with the weird attitudes. I'm popping hurdles over your turtles, you off track. You kinda lost, cause where the hell's your jetpack? Jumping portals over mortals trying to hurt me. All they do is just alert me that I'm a traveler, passing through. Come to spend my life and my time with you. Don't test me, and I won't test you. The higher I bless me, the higher I bless you. Traveler, coming to share all my love and my worry with you. Don't stress me, and I won't stress you. The higher I bless me, the higher I bless you. Your sole purpose.
Let me know if things ain't working. I came to bring everything I have to the surface. Not trying to change your ways, but I can see certain things hurting. Been some long days when I'm saying I felt my soul flirting. It's up to you to try to brighten up the youth. I'm not a fan of many do because they poison in the roots. Let me dig a little deeper with a speaker blowing out the truth. Either grab my hands or let these fingers burn through. Bringing out these options got me walking on this long road. Got my heart exposed, see it glowing through my clothes. The lights off cause the passion is wrong. Can't bless the traveler when the stamina is gone. Positive vibes when I slide with a message. It's only when the negative strives towards the wreckage. Many lead them in the wrong direction. Don't get it twisted, I'm here to correct it. Making you a visit, I'm a
traveler, passing through. Come to spend my life and my time with you. Don't test me, and I won't test you. The higher I bless me, the higher I bless you. Traveler, coming to share all my love and my worry with you. Don't stress me, and I won't stress you. The higher I bless me, the higher I bless you. With your sole purpose.
Long as this world keeps spinning, I give my all till the ending. I never break, I'm just bending around them corners, but all dependent. I got problems with sinning, and I just don't need no more drama. On my mama, I'm winning. I'm trying to stay in tune with what's going on, and still picking up the puzzle pieces, trying to figure out where they going. Levitate over old, separate mind and focus, generate live emotions, sound scanning the notion. Does anybody know where they going, or know where they headed? Are you just busy turning up, getting reckless? The life of the young is so misdirected. Decapitate the head by the necklace, and they are still as infectious. The point is I be pushing people past the perfections, pinpointing the power, pushing back the compression, trying to get to the surface, rise over the surface. I'm a time traveler, that's part of my soul purpose.
Gowns and Alvis, clean walls, the dirty disease, roll away bed in the center of the room. Your life on pause, in the ICU. If you just breathe, won't you just breathe? Positivity. If you just breathe, won't you just breathe? It'll set you free. Fight for your life if you wish. Please know you are a gift. Fight for your life if you wish. Please know you are a gift to a soul. To a soul. Through the night, slowly it'll cling to life. This is not new for you. Mother dear, we love you. If you just breathe, won't you just breathe? Positivity. If you just breathe, won't you just breathe? It'll set you free. you wish. Please know you are a gift. Fight for your life if you wish. Please know you are a gift to a soul. You're my gift to a soul.
Fashion. No, it's for show. Why are you saying it weird? It's fashion, baby. Fashion is my life.
I be that pretty white boy with hair like a greaser. I'ma take you back to school like a teacher. If it ain't slapping, I don't do features. I've been running games so long, now my knees hurt. Everybody need merch, crew neck and a t-shirt. I've been rapping since 4th grade, do your research. Colder than a freezer, hotter than a heater. At the same damn time, you would think that I got a fever. Find me sipping on a Stella, chilling with the fellas. Taking bets on which of us will be the first to play Coachella. I got so many dogs, you would think my name Cruella. Cheesing so much, people call me mozzarella. Where I'm from, we say hella. Bar like Cinderella, spit bars till we start to take flight like a propeller. Flourish since the day I was born. Are you jealous? My pretty rose ain't got no thorn. Bella. Couldn't care less what you think about me. I'm feeling blessed when my crew surrounds me. If you talking next, then you talking about me. I know, I know. I'm from the West, you should know that about me. Cross on my chest and I'll rep it proudly. If you talking next, then you talking about me. I'm so for sure, yeah.
Listen up, I got a smile like I'm always on a ski boat. I love my life, not the Instagram placebo. I don't know Spanish, but I'm singing Despacito.
Slow, slow.
I smell good, it's a Elon Musk. I drive a black Corolla, but you still can't touch. I call my homies up and we hit the club, sipping on the bubbly bub. Just kidding, I'm in bed by 9, next to my girlfriend, I look so fine. Don't think that I'm crazy or lost my mind, my name is Kyle, but I'm a Christian. Like a Mormon, I'm a man on a mission. Love is in my genes, like true religion. My life's a book that you read like fiction. Woo! Couldn't care less what you think about me. I'm feeling blessed when my crew surrounds me. If you talking next, then you talking about me. I know, I know. I'm from the West, you should know that about me. Cross on my chest and I rep it proudly. If you talking next, then you talking about me. I'm so for sure, yeah. I'm living my life like a West Coast hooligan. I'm living my life when my dreams start to give a shit. I tell my mama that, yeah. I'm living my life like a crazy Cali kid, yeah. I'm living my life like a crazy Cali kid, Cali kid. Couldn't care less what you think about me. I'm feeling blessed when my crew surrounds me. You talking next and you talking about me. I know, I know. See, I'm from the West, you should know that about me. Cross on my chest and I'll rep it proudly. If you talking next, then you talking about me. I'm so for sure.
Ron A, Sam Ron House, DJ Caution on the beat, YP in the mix. 209 love, the 209 shine. Wait today, I step in my place, the into my zone, in my God-given space. I'm walking this earth no matter where I roam. My shine so bright, I'm cracking demons' domes. I'm sending them back inward, hellward bound in ya. Yeah, about that life, none of you suckers come by. Cause electrical zaps of an ultimate joy gon' touch ya, gon' fill your mind with the goodness, gon' my fade.
Catch my fade. You can't do the sign, you can't do the sign. When you throw the shade, you can catch my fade. Saying raw on the mic like I just pulled a grenade. My thoughts is on spade and my tongue is a blade. I should probably be in jail for all the rappers I slay. I spit so nasty, make my tooth decay. I make you put your hands up like they do in a raid. My recitals vital, spitting verses for the street Bible. Yo, shit is on idle. Sucking MCs is my rival, and I'm liable to retire you. I admire you cause you trying to, but you lying, dude. You ain't with them guns and you ain't sliding through. Nobody's trying to whack you, nobody's hiding from you. So here's some advice, you're not nice, your rhymes up. Get your boy back the track and turn minds up. Then come catch this fade with the razor blade line up. Who's up next? Next up to bat, me, I'm up.
You can't kill the shine, you can't do the shine. When you throw the shade, you can catch my fade.
Catch my fade.
You can't kill the shine, you can't do the shine. When you throw the shade, you can catch my fade.
Catch my fade.
You can't kill the shine, you can't do the shine. When you throw the shade, you can catch my fade.
Catch my fade.
You can't kill the shine, you can't do the shine. When you throw the shade, you can catch my fade.
Catch my fade. Catch my fade.
Hop out of bed 4 a.m., brush my teeth and lace my boots on. I kiss my daughter on the cheek and then I'm poof, gone. It's off to work 40 hours a week. On the 2-hour commute, I'm driving right into beats. I get off and hit the stew, record an artist at 3. When I get home, my daughter sleeps, so I'ma need me to feed. What's f***ed up is I work hard to provide for my girls, to the point where I ain't got much time for my girls. Economic slaves, it's tough to get by in this world. I'm a prince turning king, I need my diamonds and pearls. I'm a hustle-holic, my mouthpiece like a orthodontist. Bummy motherfucker rocking yesterday's garments. I'm getting to the money, I don't ever need to flaunt it. I'm saving all my monies, no withdrawals, just deposits. I grind so when I die, my little one don't stress. Scheme so much in my head that I don't get no rest. I'm tossing and turning, but the world keep doing the same. It keep doing the same. These life lessons I've been learning, but my light shine through all the rain. I shine through all the rain. I be tossing and turning, but the world keep doing the same. It keep doing the same. Life lessons I be learning. My light shine through all the rain, it shine through all the rain. I was plotting quitting sooner or later, but little did they know the did me a favor. I got a 6-month start with unemployment checks. Unlawful termination coming right for they necks. I'm a threat, rig deck, I got the upper hand. My vision board mapped out with all the goals and plans. Floss and bands, trying to invest until I'm owning land. I need a bonus, fuck a loan advance, because I don't owe you a cent. I'm tired of paying rent, I'm trying to own my own shit, man. A car note, they raping with the interest. And music and my daughter is my only interest. Tired of stressing, bugging out on bills like insects. Need my piece of the pie, on my door has been stretched. Rhymes on deck, I'm already knowing I'm next. I'm every judge on the beat, my hits are over their heads. Tossing and turning, but the world keep doing the same. It keep doing the same. These life lessons I be learning, but my light shine through all the rain, it shine through all the rain. I keep tossing and turning, but the world keep doing the same. It keep doing the same. These life lessons I be learning, but my light shine through all the rain, it shine through all the rain.
Why you always testing me? here just to be complete. So you say I'm beautiful, only when you want to though, only when I want to go. I don't know, I know what I am, I don't mean no man. I get it, without a ring on my hand. I get it, I'ma do me, regardless you with it. I get it, I'ma do me, regardless you feel it. So are you in, or are you out? This plane is a leaving, so make up your mind or get the hell out. Are you in, or are you out? I need you now, but I'll still bounce. I need you now, show me what you bout. So are you in or out? La 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 I get it, I just wish you would get it. I'm here for the reason, this reason I'm living just like the third day when Jesus was risen. He is risen. Listen, so you gotta make a choice now. I'm about to bounce out, you can at the house now. I'ma do me regardless, I'ma do me, cause that's what my heart is. You can see I'm heartless, pardon me, but there's no warranty on my dreams. I'ma make a scene, I go hard, fire on no gasoline. So let it burn, no I'm not concerned, sir. Let it burn, I won't miss my turn, sir. Let it burn, let it burn, earn. Let it burn, earn. Are you in, or are you out? I need you now, but I'll still bounce. I need you now, show me what you bout. So are you in, or out? Are you in, or are you out? I need you now, but I'll still bounce. I need you now, show me what you bout. So are you in, or out? See me
here with Miss Heather Evans. Welcome to Stockton.
Yes, I'm glad to be here. Thanks so much for having me on. This is super exciting for me. So
I'm excited that you guys are so into what we're doing.
Yeah.
I'm all about, an independent artist like coming together, regardless if you're from Sacramento or the Bay Area, Stockton. You know what I mean? It's like we're all our own community trying to make it in this industry, so we can all benefit.
And that's what I love about what you guys are doing here, is that you're supporting local musicians. That's honestly super unheard of.
Yeah.
So
congrats
for what you're doing.
Thank you. And I mean, I wish I could take more. Not I wish I could take more credit, but I can't even take that much credit for it because these guys were already here doing that, and I just was able to step in and help out. So I'm appreciative for it as well. But so I became aware of you through previous guests. We had Marco.
Yeah, Marco. He's the best.
Yes, he's really awesome. We actually had a really good conversation after our initial interview, and I definitely want to bring that guy back on as well. But that's when he told me about the Sacramento Songwriters Circle.
Yes.
Right? So you want to tell us a little bit about what that is and your involvement?
Absolutely. That's my baby. That's my passion project. What I'm about. I'm a songwriter myself.
Right.
But I really just was desiring that connection with other songwriters. So I wanted to create a space where they could showcase their own music and also get into a community.
Nice.
So it's kind of a hand-in-hand sort of a thing.
So you created that?
I did, yeah.
Okay, on.
I founded it, and right now we're meeting at Fig Tree once a month, and I'll pick 3 to 4 songwriters in the area that I see that are just going after music in an awesome way.
Right.
And they're able to share their music in the round style, which is super cool. It's kind of like what they do in Nashville, where each person will play a song and then I'll interview them in between.
Nice.
And it's so cool because you're getting to see a side of their music, you know what I mean, that you wouldn't normally see in a show.
Right.
We're asking really specific questions, and so the people that are there, they're learning about the songwriting process, but also just getting inspired to live out their dreams. You know?
So it's there is like an audience to it as well. Okay.
Yeah, so it's an audience. It's like a full-blown showcase.
So what is I'm not familiar with Sacramento. What is Fig Tree?
Fig Tree is an awesome, very much community-oriented coffee shop in Roseville, like right in downtown Roseville.
I know Roseville.
Yeah. And they opened, I think, maybe a year or so ago. So they're kind of new, but man, they're so supportive of the music community in Sacramento, and really giving artists a shot to shine. And their open mic night is awesome. It's on Saturdays.
Yeah, that sounds like our Blackwater Cafe. That's been the staple.
Cafe.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll have to check them out.
You really should. Wednesdays, they have a open mic, but they've been a staple off and on in our community in the venue scene for 20, 30 years. But, it's so helpful, and not even just helpful, it's necessary to have places like that in the community that are willing to be open to artists and let them come in for either cheap or free and do that stuff. That's shout out to another local business, Superfish, opened up at the beginning of this year, and that's what got me and a lot of the artists that I'm entertained with, like, doing what we're doing. So
that is amazing. I'll have to check both of those out.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm always wanting to connect with other venues. And
Superfish is poke, so if you're into that at all, it's a really great. Yeah,
awesome. So great.
But going back to the Songwriters Circle.
Yeah. So we also, at our showcase events, we record live for a podcast.
Nice.
Which is so cool. And I didn't think I had what it took to do a podcast, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the guy who helps with our sound, James Carnahan, he was like, hey, I can record this, live for a podcast if you want. And I was like, well, okay. I don't really know how to set up a podcast, but I can look into it and do it. And so my buddy David Andrew from the Herald, he helped me set up like another band in town.
Right.
He helped me set up how to do podcasts and everything.
So what is it? Is it called the Sacramento Songwriters Circle?
It's called the Songwriter Circle.
The Songwriters Circle.
Yep,
podcast.
the Songwriter Circle podcast, and you can find it on iTunes. It's on SoundCloud if you don't have iTunes or whatever. But I mean,
once you look into it, it's amazing how easy it is to set up, huh?
It's so easy.
Every time I go listen to somebody else on SoundCloud, it's like, record a podcast? I'm like, that's all it is? I just push this button and then I record a podcast?
Yeah, I know. Thank goodness technology has helped us so much with all that, you know?
Yes. I believe that's the whole difference why you can be successful as an independent artist these days, whereas back in the day you had to go through a label.
Yes, you don't need a label these days. All you need is a few people to believe in you, like what you guys are doing here, and you can go far, you know. And with other songwriters, like I have a team of songwriters that I just team up with, and we like meet up together and just say, hey, what are you going through? Like, how are you doing? Like my buddies, I'm going to just do a little shout out.
Ahead.
The Herald, they're an awesome like folk Americana band. Dew Coasts, Seth Kaminsky, Mona V, Aaron Taylor. There's some of like the core people that are just like teaming up, getting behind independent artists, and we're going to do shows together, and they're tearing up Sacramento music. It's cool.
And that's a cool thing too, because I know bands that have been looking for venues to play out in Sacramento. You know what I mean? And you guys, you know, Blackwater would be a perfect venue, especially for the folky, like, you know what I mean? That would be the perfect venue for that. So that's another reason why, even though I say local, I don't necessarily mean just Stockton, because local to me is people who have that sense of community and that, you know, independent drive. And fact is, we need each other. You know what I mean?
You can go so much further together in a community. And I'm learning that. For so long, I was just an independent artist doing things on my own.
Right.
But now that I'm teaming up with other artists, I'm seeing how cool it is.
Yeah.
And I don't have to do it alone.
Right.
And I'm not a lone wolf anymore.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, it's so cool.
Was there anybody? I kind of cut you off in the middle of your shout outs. Was there anybody else on the?
I mean, that's the main list of my kind of
core group of people.
The core group, but there's so many others. Oh my gosh, in Sacramento. It's amazing.
Sacramento is seen as one of the bigger cities and more of a mainstream city, so people forget about the indie artists that are there. You know,
and I'm telling you what, there are the youngins. Yeah. I feel so old compared to some of the youngins coming in. There's 2 15-year-olds a part of the Sacramento Songwriter Circle. A 17-year-old that just played. Jacqueline Lovey. She was just on The Voice.
Oh, okay.
And oh my gosh, she's amazing. I'm like, if you're this good at 17,
where are you going?
What am I gonna do with my life?
Right.
What am I doing with my life? For real? No. But it's just super encouraging to see the young people coming
are
up,
getting out there and
out of this community.
I know.
I'm like, what?
It's actually given me. I was really worried about this upcoming generation. I mean, they're eating Tide Pods and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're doing some really weird stuff these days.
Yeah.
So I was really worried for a while there, but yeah, getting more involved in the artist scene out here, I'm like, okay, there's hope. There's at least some people that have some kind of something going. I know.
Yeah. It does give you hope, and I want to be one of the ones investing in that next generation. You know what I mean? I don't want to just see all these really talented artists and they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to play. Like, I want to hopefully come alongside of some of these artists and say, you don't have to do this on your own.
Right.
And this is what I've learned over the years. And because I've been doing this, oh my gosh, I don't even want to say, since I was 15 years old, and I am 31 now.
I'm 30.
Oh
don't feel bad.
Like, all there. I've been doing this for a while. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like I've learned a lot over the years of what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've grown a lot.
I completely understand that. it seems like now I have people who can kind of guide me more than I did when I was younger.
Yes.
Which would have, you know, like you said,
Yeah.
if we'd had that then we'd.
that.
But so that's a big part of our mission here is the youth.
Right.
You know,
That's so awesome.
What Diamond Dez and Marco. Echo the Native, DJ Echo the Native, came out and did last month, The Function. That's our whole focal point is the youth, you know. So I'd love to get you involved with that if ever you guys
would
are.
love that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and if you have, like you said, you have young artists.
Yes.
I would love to showcase them. That's our, you know.
Gosh, let's team up.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be
Love
amazing. That's my heart too. Is just the youth, you know,
Mhm.
also. And I mean, I went through some crazy stuff as a youth, and
Yeah.
a lot of my songs have to do with that, and just coming up out of a lot of hurt and pain and things. So it's like if I can help the younger generation navigate some of those
Cope
pitfalls,
with,
you know,
Mhm.
hopefully they won't have to go through it, or at least as bad, you know.
Yeah, and
So-
even if they do go through it, they can at least relate and understand they're not the only one
not the
going through
only
it.
one, yeah.
Which a lot of times is, you know.
Yeah, depression is a huge thing. Like, I wrestled through depression really hard, and I mean, I still do in
Mhm.
and out.
Mhm.
And so I'm really raw and real with a lot of my songs, but it's cool because I'm able to relate to people in a
Right.
way that if I was just singing, you know,
happy-go-lucky tunes,
happy pop songs, which I do have a lot of happy songs because I've had to process through a lot to get to that place.
Mhm.
But it connects to people's hearts, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what music is all about, you know? It's just that healing process. And
Yeah, good music. No.
Yes, good music.
I might be a little biased, but
I know, right?
No, but yeah, that's awesome, and I really think that would be you would be great for The Function. That's exactly what we want. It's family friendly.
Yeah.
It can be intense subjects, just presented in a manner that's
Right.
You know,
That's authentic and real,
Mhm.
and say, hey, you're not alone. Like, you don't have to walk through depression alone.
Right.
You don't, you know, I mean, since we have this time, like, suicide is on the rise in youth.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, I don't want any kid to ever feel like this
Dying
is what
is
I
the
have
best
to
option.
do.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's always another option. There's always hope. There's always someone who's willing to help walk you through that,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
We all go through those really dark times, you know? But that doesn't have to be the main
answer.
option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I think helping provide an outlet for
Yes.
youth to be creative and
Yes.
express those emotions. You know
That's
what I mean?
where
So-
music is everything,
Mhm.
you know? It
Mhm.
helps people heal and process in a
Mhm.
way that just talking about it doesn't, you know?
Right, yeah. Yeah.
So
it's one of the purest forms of self-reflection.
Yep.
I think, you know.
Mhm.
Well, that's really dope. To switch it up slightly. Now, I do know, aren't you and Marco coming out with some new music soon, or releasing some new music soon?
Marco is so he just actually released a song, Don't Turn Away, with his band Do Coasts.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. You should definitely have them come on and share their songs, because they've got amazing tunes, and they're just kind of starting as a band. So I know they'd appreciate like coming on here and talking to you
Right.
about all that.
I thought I saw a post where he said that he and you had a song or something coming out, but
No,
maybe
not me. But we played together the other night. Like, he played electric guitar with me.
Maybe that's what he was
and
talking about.
Yeah, we're collaborating. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. That's the other thing about being in this music community. It's like, once you get to know the other artists in the community,
Mhm.
we like sing together, and if I'm at one of their shows, they're inviting me up, you know,
Right.
to sing with them. And
Right.
if they're at my show, I'm like, hey, do you want to join me on this song? So
Right.
it's the best, you know?
Yeah.
It all sort of overlaps, and it's cool.
It's like a village. You're building a
Yes.
village.
Yeah.
Which is always the best way to make things work, in my opinion.
I agree.
So do you have any plans of expanding the songwriter circle, like maybe to other cities
I've got all
that
the
are
plans.
When does Stockton getting a songwriter circle?
Right? Oh my gosh. Well, right now we're kind of just focusing on growing Sacramento, you know, because we've only been around for a year, which is crazy because it's grown exponentially just in a year.
I mean, as far as events go, especially for artists, that's you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm like,
that's clout. No,
it is. And so what we kind of do right now as the Songwriter Circle is we'll take a few artists and go outside of, you know, the Sacramento Songwriter Circle, but say, hey, we're the Sacramento Songwriter Circle team, and we're going out to this venue and kind of all play together.
Right.
And just take, it's kind of like different showcases, I guess, throughout town. So we would totally come up to Stockton and do a Songwriter Circle showcase up here.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. There's a couple of venues that would be down for that. Channel Brewing Co. is another one that would be really good for that type of music.
It's just so cool. It's the most awesome thing I've ever done, I think. Because I get to be on your side of things.
So far, though.
Yeah, so far. But I get to be on your side of things and like ask the artist questions, and I'm just like, this is so amazing, you know? So
yeah,
it's super cool.
It's definitely a good feeling to be able to provide a venue for artists to showcase their art.
Yeah.
Because I write a little bit. I've just started recording, but it's definitely way more fulfilling for me to be on the other end and just like background.
I'd rather be. I mean, I love doing my music and, you know, stuff like that, but it's so cool to be able to come alongside other artists. What kind of music do you play?
Hip hop.
Hip hop?
Yeah.
So awesome.
I'm too nervous to sing to put that out. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, hip hop.
So cool.
Well, what else do you have going on? You have a lot of notes over there.
Oh my gosh. What else do I have going on? What do I not have going on? I'm like, Heather, hold it together. So, number one, I'm a mom of 2 kids.
Oh, okay.
Story and trust. So that keeps me pretty busy. But my nighttime job is what I would say is, you know, being a singer-songwriter. And I'm like playing all over Sacramento.
Right.
Coffee shops, bars, anywhere and everywhere. Anywhere where there's live music, I'm playing.
You're
you know?
trying to be there.
And I'm actually, the next 2 days, I'm playing 2 benefit concerts.
Oh, nice.
To raise awareness about the issue of human trafficking in Sacramento. So I'm teaming up with Blue Heart International at the Cabernet Nail Spa tonight in Granite Bay at 5 p.m.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to be playing for an hour there. And then Mona V, another Sacramento Songwriter Circle artist, is going to be playing. Oh my gosh, she's so amazing. She's kind of like R&B soul. I mean, beautiful vocal. So we're teaming up and providing music for that event tonight. Nice. And then I'm also organizing the music for the Break Free run. It's a huge run to raise awareness about human trafficking.
Oh, okay.
And it's run by 3 Strands Global, an awesome organization that's local here. And so tomorrow morning I'm organizing the music for that and performing.
Nice.
And I think there's 2,000 runners, so that's a pretty huge event.
That's a big event. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, whoa, didn't know about that. And I also,
and that's just the runners. How many people are going to be there just to watch?
Just hanging out. Yeah. So it's going to be a pretty huge event. Very early in the morning, 6 a.m. Going to be there, but it's going to be awesome. So and I've got all the Sacramento Songwriter Circle artists playing at that. So
that's cool. That's a really important issue.
It is.
A lot of people don't think about. I used to work in an adult store, and we had a sign that said, "You're not, property," like, an awareness sign, and people would be like, kind of making fun, like, "What is this?" I'm like, no, like, that's for real a problem. Like, I know people who were almost kidnapped and taken to the Bay Area for that stuff, like,
especially in this area, because the Bay Area is so close. it's crazy. I mean, I know people personally who have been affected by human trafficking. It's people you wouldn't think.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and that's the thing. We have this image in our head that it's just drug addicts or homeless people or whatever, and it's like, no, they can. I've seen some ads that I was like, that kind of sounds like you trying to trap people. Yeah, you sound like you're trying to trap people.
Exactly, and being like vigilant about that kind of stuff, because I mean, there's people who've applied for jobs that it says they're just going to be a dishwasher,
right?
And they end up
in the back of a van somewhere. Yeah, exactly.
So
that's great that you guys are giving your time for that. If you make it out to Sacramento at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Go
well,
support.
I think 8 a.m. is when the music's going to start. So don't worry, you don't got to be there that early. It's in Folsom, the break free run. So it's going to be great.
I know there's a lot of runners here, so there's probably some people that are already involved. Because I know Sacramento is where most of the runs tend to be, from what I hear. Now, I do have some music from you that is new to all.
Do you know what
my
would
listeners.
be a good segue? Change Your Mind.
Change
That's
Your
a
Mind.
song I wrote for Blue Heart International that is about the issue of human trafficking. And how I kind of came up with this song was, it's not really chains around people's wrists and feet like you would think of with human trafficking. It's chains around their minds,
right?
That they think, I have no other option, there's no way out, and it's like a mindset that has to be changed,
right?
So I'm saying to the girl in this, like, it's not too late to change your mind. Like, you're worthy, you're worth it. Like, you don't have to be afraid
to submit, to break free. Succumb to that.
And there's people who will help, so.
That's a great message. Like I said, that's an important issue that all you guys need to be more aware of. So this is Change Your Mind by Miss Heather Evans. I lied, that's not. This is.
Yes.
Let you guys listen to this for a few minutes, and we'll be right back.
And my heart breaks as I walk down the blade. In every single face I see stories of heartbreak. And don't you know that you can be free? And don't you know that this is not your destiny? And don't you know that you hold the key? It's not too late to change your mind. As I look into your eyes, I see chains on your mind. As I hand you the key, you know that it's time. And don't you know that you can be free? And don't you know that this is not your destiny? And don't you know that you hold the key? And it's not too late to change your mind. Cause this doesn't have to be your purpose. You are worthy and you are worth it in His eyes. You are perfect. Oh, have a voice now. You have a way out. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to feel ashamed. 'Cause now you know that you are free. And now you know that this is not your identity. And now you know that you hold the key. It's never too late to change your mind.
We can talk about that after after the segment. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don Rico De Castro did.
Don Rico, that's one of the Sacramento Songwriter Circle guys. What's up, Don
Amy Knudsen,
that's my sister. Oh, hey,
shout
guys.
out Amy. Diamond Des sent a heart.
Diamond Des.
Thanks for the love, Des.
Oh my gosh, she's so cool.
Brett Evans.
That's my husband. Did he write a long thing? He probably did.
He tagged Sac Songwriter Circle is doing amazing things. Thanks for supporting KXVS.
Aww.
You're very welcome, Brett.
Thanks,
you have a very lovely lady.
Oh, thanks. Super cool. Love seeing all those shout outs. It's always fun.
Yes. It's nice when your family and friends are willing to support you, because that's not always the case.
It's
you know?
true. Yeah.
So it's nice when it happens.
Right.
So what else?
What else? Oh my gosh.
I know you. Like I'm saying, I know you got the whole page full.
I'm probably the craziest person, most driven, maybe most driven indie artist, because I realize that, stuff doesn't just happen if I just sit in my room and twiddle my thumbs and hope someone discovers me or whatever.
It's amazing how many people don't realize that.
Yeah. And I don't know, I've always just been a big dreamer. And so one of my big dreams this year was to get a song on a TV show. And so I started sending my music to music licensing agencies and just seeing if people liked my music or thought it would be a good fit for TV and film.
Right.
And I did have some success in, like, when I was 18 years old, I had a couple songs on MTV's Laguna Beach.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was like, if I can do it as a teenager, surely I can do it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just been a while, and I've been out of it for a while, out of the TV and film scene. So I just started sending out my music, and I sent out a lot of emails, and I only heard back from like 3 people. But one of the companies, they were like, oh my gosh, I love your music, I think it's going to be great for TV and film, you have a big catalog, which is great. So I just got my first song on a TV show, So You Think You Can Dance.
Okay.
That's kind of just like, that's kind of a huge show, right?
That's a pretty popular show. Yeah.
I mean, you should have seen it. The song is 20 Years From Now, which I think I brought for you. But it's so crazy. Me and my family were watching So You Think You Can Dance, and we were like listening intently. And you don't realize how much music is in TV until
you're waiting
watching
for
a
it.
show. And you're like, okay, not that one. Okay, not that one. And then all of a sudden, we hear my song come on. It was in the background of one of the interviews of the dancers. And we just lose it. We just like start screaming, jumping up and down. There's a Instagram video of us like just losing it. And it's like, It's hilarious. We're like, oh my gosh. But it was one of those just surreal moments where this is a big dream of mine that I wanted to do this year, and I didn't think it was possible. But
you put in the effort and you got it done.
Put in the effort and got it done. And it was really encouraging and cool. And Change Your Mind, the one we just listened to, the licensing company just reached out to me about that song.
Nice.
And so I think that one's going to be placed here soon too.
Nice. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. Cool. So you think you can dance. I was in dance for years and years, so that's always like been on the radar.
Yeah. So you can dance. We watched that show. Like, I watched that show, so to have one of my songs on there, I love the arts. I don't know. Like, I love dance, and music and dance together is just, it's inspirational. So
yeah,
that was a dream for sure.
They go hand in hand. That's for sure. That's for sure. That's really awesome. Is that kind of like what your goal is for your music, to have it on TV? Or
honestly, I like doing the TV and film stuff because number one, it's a steady paycheck. Number two, I don't have to travel or go anywhere for my music to be on TV shows and film. So as a mom of two kids, two awesome kids, it's great. Like, I've never had the desire really to go on tour or anything, but that's a way that I can get my music out there in a big way, without having to leave my home.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I think too, as an indie artist, trying to crack that code of what works for you as an artist is so important.
Yeah. That's yes, that's a big thing, because I see the way some people do like their social media, and it's like what works for one industry or one person doesn't necessarily cross over for everybody. So I think a lot of independent artists don't do that back end research, you know what I mean? Like, how many of you artists listening have actually sent your stuff out to, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people just kind of wait around to get
for somebody to contact them, but they won't. No one's going to contact you, you know? So and that's what I did here. I just like reached out to you guys, and you were gracious enough to contact me back, and now I've made like a really good connection and relationship with you guys. And that's really how, in this business, it has to be about relationship.
Oh yeah. And integrity.
Oh my gosh. Relationship and integrity. And if you're not after those two things, you know, you're gonna fall out of the business pretty quickly. You know?
Yep.
And I've seen that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
I think though, for those of us that are, you know what I mean, trying to do it for more positive reasons, it's kind of easy to recognize that, and easy to recognize those who aren't. You know what I mean? And it took me a long time to feel comfortable to like not want to work with somebody, or not, you know what I mean? It feels like it's mean and I should give everybody a chance and blah blah blah. And it's kind of just gotten to where it's like, well, I'm not going to hate anybody, but I'm also not going to allow you to, you know, throw monkey wrenches into my productivity.
It's true. People, you know, they see what's happening with the Sacramento Songwriter Circle, and they're super excited about it, and they want to, like, you know, grasp onto it and monetize on it. But I'm like, no, that's not what this is about. This is about community. This is about you know, relationships, like I said, and so
and building
a team, you know, that supports each other, and no competition. Like, that's one of the big things with the Sacramento Songwriter Circle is not being about competition, but about supporting each other as artists. And I think that's kind of countercultural to the music industry right now.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
It's cool.
I mean, all over the mainstream media, you see people in beefs just because they're in the same industry.
Like, my fans. I'm like, no, they can like you and they can like me.
Yeah,
it's okay.
There's enough out here for all of us to eat.
Exactly.
We don't ever have to compete.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in that. So with the songwriter circle, how does that work? Say if an artist from here wanted to
perform.
Yeah.
Basically, we're so low key right now. Send us an Instagram message or a Facebook message, and we'll check out your music. It's invite only, so we have people that we have on the radar. But if you send us a message, we're like, we've got you on our radar, and we'll check out your music. For sure. Like, I check out every single person who sends me their music, and I listen in and be like, all right, I think this would be a good fit for one of our showcases. And even if it's not, like, we do all different genres. Like, I don't want anyone to think like, oh, I'm a hip hop artist, I'm not gonna fit in at the songwriter circle. No, like, we want all different genres. There's country.
Yeah, you didn't say singer songwriter circle. It's just songwriter circle.
Songwriter circle. Exactly. So I want, like, all genres to be represented.
Nice.
We've got country, we've got pop, we've got, like, Christian artists, we've got hip hop artists. It's all of us together, you know, going after this thing. So
that's awesome. I was gonna say awesome and dope at the same time.
I know. You can make up a new word.
Right.
Like, I made that up.
Going off on that tangent just for a second, as a writer, I've always not liked the fact that we can't make up words anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Shakespeare made up so many words.
Yes.
I didn't vote on English just being done.
Right.
As far as
we can come up with our own stuff. I'm down. Let's do it. I always say crazy stuff. I'm like, well, I guess that's a thing now.
Right? Why not, man? Yeah. They did it. We're writers too.
I know. In one of my songs, I have a word, nonsensical. It is a word, but it's not a word that you hear very often. Like, that's the song title, nonsensical.
Yeah.
So I kind of came up with that. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I tend to put prefixes and suffixes together that you shouldn't, but I'm like, but why? That's a different word, though.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's a new word.
Just make it cool. Own it, you know? It's so fun.
That's awesome. Well, I do know a couple of songwriters that I'm sure would be interested in collabing on that. And like I said, you guys want to come out to one of these venues, that's definitely...
Yeah.
Because I have people that I know want to get into the Sacramento independent scene.
That would be cool to come up here and kind of get some Stockton artists together and interview them and kind of do a songwriter circle up here.
Yeah, I definitely be more than happy to help set that up as far as artists and venue and whatnot.
That would
and then
be
you guys
amazing. Yeah,
that
we'll
would
definitely
be
do
cool.
that.
Well, what time is it? Oh dang. It's already been.
We're just flying through this, aren't we? We're like.
Well, I definitely want you. You brought your guitar with you.
I did bring my guitar.
And I definitely want to get a live performance.
Okay.
Before we're done. So, did you want to?
Sure.
Before we bring it out, though, you did say you're gonna give us an exclusive peek at a new song.
This
right?
is this is an exclusive peek into a new song that I wrote. I was actually taking a TV and film music class, and they asked us to write a song that would work for TV and film. So I wrote this song. It's called By My Side, and I'm about ready to record it with my producer Jeffrey Cundy.
Nice.
And
was that the post I just seen something you posted about you wanted to record professionally and then you found somebody that had a bunch of great mics? Is that
no, this is something different. Like, this guy I go to if I want really like high quality, ready for radio, ready for TV. I'm hoping to learn to record myself this year. That's one of my goals. And I have a really awesome microphone and awesome preamp and everything that I'm gonna start trying to do it on my own, you know.
And actually, I had a sound engineer in here not too long ago interviewing.
Oh, cool.
And one of the things he was talking about is because of where like the programs are these days.
Yes.
There's a lot. If you're willing to take the time to learn it,
right,
you can get yourself to a really, really, really especially if you already have the equipment. Because he was talking about just having like a standard microphone and being able to do that. So if you already have the mic, then if you're willing to learn, then you're gonna get there.
I've got a beautiful mic. I'm like a Neumann TLM 102. That's all jargon to you guys, but it's amazing.
Well, a lot of people that watch are actually musicians, so
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
probably more people watching that know that than
It's
me.
a beautiful microphone. I'm just like, I just got to get awesome, which I have been recording some stuff myself.
Mhm.
And it, to me, it
Mhm.
sounds good. And I showed the people who, you know, find music for TV and film, and they're like, this sounds like Bon. I always get this wrong. Bon Iver? Is it Bon Iver? Bon
I don't know.
Iver? Skinny Love. That's the song that they're known for. I don't know.
Is it mainstream? I don't know.
It's not
No.
super mainstream, but they're like, it really sounds like that. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So at least I'm sort of getting, you know, good sounds. That's the key. So
I mean, hey, if the TV and radio people are saying that, you know, that's who you're
Exactly.
marketing to anyway.
So
So,
I'm like,
if they're
"Alright, I
pleased,
think I
then
could do this."
yeah, your job is done.
Yeah, exactly. But it's so fun.
Did you want to?
Sure. Let me just get down here. Get my guitar.
Give us a split second. We're gonna get these microphones and guitars set up.
Super fun. Oh man, I got my foot tambourine. Could bring up my foot tambourine. This is awesome. Yeah. I love having all like music. Yeah. Okay, so well. All right, should I do a little check for you?
Yeah.
Check 1, 2.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Sound good? This is by my side.
There's no roadmap for this life. Twists and turns and mountain climbs. We use our hearts as a compass as we go. Ooh, I don't know where I'm going. Ooh, but this life is a journey. Ooh, I'll be fine if you're by my side. Oh, you're by my side. All we see is road for miles. We won't worry about tomorrow. Adventure waits at every twist and turn. Ooh, I don't know where I'm going. Ooh, but this life is a journey. Ooh, I'll be fine if you're by my side. Oh, you're by my side. You're by my side. Take my hand and we will run it. Mountains won't overcome us. We'll find our courage here, standing face to face with our fears. As long as you're by my side. Ooh, I don't know where I'm going. Ooh, but this life is a journey. Ooh, I'll be fine if you're by my side. Oh, you're by my side.
That was, man, I love your voice. I really do.
Aw, thanks.
I really love that. Like, Isn't it like a muscle you have to like? Yeah. I love that style of singing. Definitely love to have you come to Channel Brew or
absolutely. I am so
Blackwater.
Down. Anytime. We'll set it up for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you wrote that for a class.
Yeah, basically. For a class I was taking about how to write music for TV and film.
Mm-hmm.
And so I recorded it myself for that version, but they're like, this is a really good song. This would totally work, for TV and film.
Right.
So for TV and film, like writing songs for TV and film is a little different because you have to keep it more general.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be like specific places or specific colors. You have to keep it super general.
Mm-hmm.
But togetherness is a big thing,
right?
In TV and film that they use a lot. Certain themes they use a ton, like women empowerment. Certain
that makes sense. Feel good subjects.
Yeah, feel good subjects. A lot of times they're looking for feel good songs, which is sometimes out of my comfort zone. So it really did stretch me to think outside of the box and come up with a song that it's still me, but more general.
Right, right. Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense. That was I was just about to ask you what was the inspiration behind the. But okay.
My inspiration for that song specifically was just my relationship with my husband and even my family. Like, I'll be fine if I have people by my side on this journey. Like, I can't do this life alone.
Yeah.
And I've tried.
Yeah.
To do it alone, and it hasn't turned out so well.
Yeah, and as of late, that's been kind of the thing. Is like, oh, I'm independent. I don't need anybody.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just against human.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nature,
in
my opinion. Like, we are meant to be in a village where people actually care about each other
and care for you, and the right people.
Right. I had read a case study years ago when I was taking an anthropology class, and it was about this little island in Micronesia called Pompeii, not the one that got volcanoed on.
Okay.
No, but their study was because there was like 3 different levels of civilization. Like, the very center of the island had become westernized to where they have like actual cities. Outer from that was like a country type rural area, and then the furthermost was still like village, like tribal situations. And what they noticed was the more western civilized people got, the more random problems would pop up, like hypertension, homelessness, illegitimate children. And what they noticed was, in our western societies, we put all the roles on our significant other. Like, you know what I mean? They have to be our backbone, they have to be our friend, they have to be all this. Whereas traditionally, we would have a whole village of people supporting us that way. So it's no wonder marriages aren't working out, because you're
trying to do it on your own.
So that's...
And I've just placed a really high value on community and making sure that I'm not doing it alone, because that's honestly when isolation happens, is when I get depressed and when I get to those dark places.
Right. Yeah.
So to be known, I think that's it's like the most human thing, is just to be known by someone. And I think it's what we all desire, but are sort of afraid of at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I completely agree on that. I want to play one more of your songs.
Sure.
Let's do 20 years from now, since
okay,
that
cool.
was on.
So You Think You Can Dance. It's cute.
And then when we come back, I'm going to read your horoscope, and then we'll wrap it up.
Good.
So enjoy 20 years from now.
From now, hand in hand, we figured out that home is where we are. tear down these walls. I don't need a house, I need you. In 20 years from now, I don't need the American dream. I don't need any money, just stay here with me. Time, oh, 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 time, oh, oh, time, oh, oh, time, 40 years from now, hand in hand, we figured out that all of it reaches out to the next generation. Our families growing now. In 40 years from now, we'll be talking on the porch swing, remembering the good old days and how our love is still alive. 20 years from now, 40 years from now, 60 years from now, we're forever. In 20 years from now, I don't need the American dream. I don't need any money, just stay here with me. In 40 years from now, we'll be talking on the porch swing, remembering the good old days and how our love is still alive. 60 years from now, when our lives are fully lived, I still love you just like we're 20 years again. And when you close your eyes, I'll be next to you as you meet Jesus for the first time. Oh, 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 time. Oh, oh, time. Oh, oh, time. Oh, it was 20 years ago. It was 40 years ago. It was 60 years ago. We're forever. There's a wall that's in my way. There's a mountain I can't climb. There's a voice that's deep inside, saying I can't do this. No, I can't do this. But you come tell me, have faith in what you can't see. When I'm too focused on the things that try to break me, and you come sweetly, and I'm so hardened. Oh God, would you come break me, bring life back to these eyes. There's an ocean raging wide. There's a haze that's blocking my sight. There's a fear that's growing in my mind. It's saying too focused on the things that try to break me, and you come sweetly, and I'm so hardened. Oh God, will you come break me, bring life back to these eyes. There's a love that's opening my eyes. There's a peace that's casting out my fears. There's a joy I cannot hide. When you tell me I can't do this, you tell me I can't do this. 'Cause you come tell me, have faith in what you can't see. When I'm too focused on the things that try to break me, and you come sweetly, and I'm so humbled. Oh God, you love me, you bring life back to these eyes. 'Cause you come tell me, have faith in what you can't see. When I'm too focused on the things that try to break me, and you come sweetly, and I'm so humbled. Oh God, you love me, you bring life back to these eyes, to these eyes.
Alright guys, I gave you an extra one.
Yeah.
An extra one and then the beginning of an extra second. But so that was 20 years from now first off, and then you heard The Wall by Heather Evans and the intro to The Good Life.
Yeah.
And now those are available on
iTunes, Spotify, all the things.
SoundCloud.
Amazon, SoundCloud, all the places. So
if you love her voice as much as I do, please head over to one of those.
Yeah, and definitely follow me on Instagram at Heather Evans Music and Facebook.
Yes, she is phenomenal, guys. But I mean, I'm going to bring her to Stockton too, so you guys are going to be able to see her live.
I'm excited.
Just because we have to wrap things up, we're going to go into the horoscopes. So what's up, Lucian Neely and Jordan Waters? Oh, Stevie Vasquez. Stevie Vasquez is a really awesome artist too. I believe he's from Modesto.
Okay.
But he might be from Stockton. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. But I know your music's dope. That's what's important, right?
That's what's important. We don't care where you're from. We just want to hear your music.
Right? So I'm going to start with Heather's horoscope for today. And she is my first Scorpio on the show, guys. Another water sign. Oh. I can tell you she doesn't give the general Scorpio vibe.
Well, I have been told that.
So for September 21st, 2018, it's time to get something new cooking. So wrangle all of your people together and see who's on board for an adventure. Ambitious travel is in your future, so you might want to narrow down your options today with everyone else's input also, of course. Getting everyone to be on the same page is never an easy task, but your charm and confidence are at an all-time high, and you can convince anyone to go along with the group. Today, you're a powerful leader. So tell them today about coming to Stockton.
Holy cow! Was that dead on or what? I don't know. That was a good one.
Right?
For sure.
There's been a couple times it happens like that, where we're lucky enough to be talking about something and then it's like, oh.
Like, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
Stay in community. Take them with you on the journey, you know? That
and include them. That's another thing. Like, as a leader,
yes,
it's so important. Like, I don't think your role as a leader is more important than any other role in the group. I think leaders are important because otherwise we're running around like chickens with our head cut off. Yeah. But when people think that because they're the leader that somehow makes them more important, that's quickly how things fall apart.
Exactly.
So I love that with everyone else's input, of course. And I know you seem like the type of person that's just already very considerate of other people's emotions and inputs.
Definitely.
So let's see what Pisces got going. Actually, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and read Aquarius because Mr. Paulus is watching. He's my number one supporter of 209 Rise and Shine. He tunes in every day.
Oh.
So this is for you. Your critical eye is the most valuable weapon in your arsenal right now, especially where business is concerned. Although you might not need to use it in a defensive way, you should be ready to pull it out whenever something seems too good to be true. There are problems going on that some people are trying to cover up with pretty words or wishful thinking. Take an honest look at things and speak up if you think it's time to stop candy coating reality. Then move on.
I like that.
Oh, and Stevie Vasquez is from Modesto. I thought I remembered that correctly, so I'm glad I did. Shout out, Stevie. I need some of your music, more of your... I might have a song on there, but if I do, I need more of your music. And be great to have you come on the show. Get some, went north a little bit to Sacramento, go south a little bit to Modesto, too.
That's right.
We're all community. So for Pisces, the concerns and responsibilities in your life have been surprisingly enjoyable lately. The affection you feel for the people involved is buoying you. Buoying you? B-U-O-Y-N-E. How do you say that? Buoying? Buoying you?
Buoying you? It's a weird word.
Lifting you along without much effort on your part. This represents a real turning point in your life. You're entering a time when you can handle anything. You understand that trivial concerns deserve less attention than you've been giving them. Don't let a thorn in your side cripple you. You'll just pull it out and go on.
Yes.
Yeah, you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Just pull it out and move on.
Right?
So wise.
So, was there any last mention, shout outs, dates, anything you wanted to mention?
Our next Sacramento Songwriters Circle is on October 17th at Fig Tree Coffee at 7 p.m. So if you want to see the best songwriters in the Sacramento area.
The performance is invite only, but audience participation is open.
Participation, y'all are invited. So
got it.
Super cool. And we've got some good ones lined up for that one. And yeah, follow us on SAC Songwriter Circle. That's on Instagram at SAC Songwriter Circle. And then on Facebook, it's Sacramento Songwriter Circle.
Okay.
And then
I was trying to look you guys up on Facebook. I couldn't find it.
You couldn't?
Mm-mm.
No. Just look up Sacramento Songwriter Circle, and hopefully it'll be one of the ones that
I probably have to. That's how I found the tweet about you finding a microphone.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so cool. Yeah, through a hashtag or something.
Yeah. Or not even a tweet, but it was the post on Facebook.
Oh, the post. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, and then my Instagram is at Heather Evans Music, and I post all kinds of fun stuff on there. And my Insta story is always adventurous. So,
and she's really just super cute and bubbly and fun to watch. So I highly recommend following her.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm gonna let you guys. You're very welcome. I'm sure we'll do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again. This would be amazing.
I'm gonna let you guys go with The Good Life from Miss Heather Evans, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace, love, and light. This was Rise and Shine 209 with Ches Day with my guest Heather Evans.
Oh, my song's on the radio right now.
With open hearts we made our plans, 2,000 miles in a moving van, sink or swim. It was time to jump in. And when we're 80 and gets harder to stand, I wanna be the one who's holding your hand. It's not been easy, but it's a good life still. I chose you then, and I always will. always will. 'Cause this is our life, this is our life. We're living the good life. Yeah, this is our life, this is our life. We're living the good life. Yeah, this is our life, this is our life. We're living the good life. Yeah, this is our life, this is our life. Let's make it a good life. I've heard it said a time or two that life isn't what happens to you, it's made. So let's make it well. And when we're 80 and gets harder to stand, I wanna be the one who's holding your hand. It's not been easy, but it's a good life still. I chose you then, and I always will, always will. 'Cause this is our life, this is our life. We're living the good life. Yeah, this is our life, this is our life. We're living the good life. Yeah, this is our life, this is our life. We're living the good life. Yeah, this is our life, this is our life. Let's make it a good life. 'Cause this is everything I wanted. This is all I'll ever need. Just with you and me together, living our life with the family. It's a good, good life. Yeah, this is our life, this is our life. Living the good. It's a good, good life. Yeah, this is our life, this is our life. Living the good life. Yeah, this is our life, this is our life. We're living the good life. Yeah, this is our life, this is our life. We're living the good life.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
You're listening to the Voice of Stockton on KXVS.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our very first episode of The Phone Booth here on KXVS 92.1, the Voice of Stockton. My name is Ed Heitman, and joining me in the studio today is my good friend, Brian Rodriguez.
Nice to be here, Ed.
Nice to be here as well. Now, let's just talk a little bit about what The Phone Booth is about. Our show is completely dedicated to pop culture, hence the name, since The Phone Booth has been known in a whole lot of pop culture things, from Doctor Who to Superman to Bill and Ted to all sorts of popular things. Now, Brian, why don't we try to explain to people who are listening what pop culture is, people who don't really know the term, for example.
Well, pop culture stands literally for popular culture. It's bits of the culture that have really become these popular sort of cornerstones of what we associate with our culture. Like, pretty much everyone would know the McDonald's symbol as part of our culture.
Right.
Most people would know Superman as part of our culture. But pop culture focuses more on the media and entertainment aspect of our culture.
Mm-hmm.
No one would really consider the McDonald's logo a part of pop culture, but the Superman animated series is.
Well, I mean, McDonald's has popped up a little bit in pop culture. I mean, they tried marketing with, like, you know, VHS tapes and Mac and Me and whatnot. But
well, yeah, but we try to forget about those things.
Of course, of course. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this show is completely dedicated to pop culture, trying our very best to keep you up to date with all news regarding pop culture, from video games to movies to TV shows to comic books, etc., etc. Now, we usually like to start this thing off by, normally, tackling the news. We want to try and cover all events that happened in the news this last week. for you guys. So let's begin. It would seem as though renowned filmmaker Quentin Tarantino has been pretty busy this week. In case you guys haven't heard, he's working on his latest film project, which is known as Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It takes place around 1969, around the time of the Manson family murders, and it centers around Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, playing as a washed-up actor and a stunt double trying to make it big in Hollywood. Now, the cast has been getting pretty epic for it, wouldn't you say, Brian?
Yeah, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, Damon Lewis, Dakota Fanning, Luke Perry, Clifton Collins Jr., and recently, Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. Now that is a pretty big deal, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually the very first time that Quentin Tarantino has ever worked with Al Pacino in any project.
Which was a surprise to me. They seem like such a natural fit together.
Right? Mm-hmm. He just seemed like a normal Tarantino-esque actor. Yeah. And this is also a very important thing in this movie. This marks the very first time in cinematic history